Tell me, what is that you're, can you say it in your own words? Because
yes.
Same thing here. I grew up in a home that I love. I love and I still love the magnificent example of Jesus. I love him. I love what he loved. I love what he loved.
It's hard because it was pretty, I grew up in a Christian home. And so, and I, like you, I loved it. It saved my life. It was my refuge for a not otherwise wonderful childhood. And it's really been in the last couple of years that I've had my mind kind of blown open by all of this, you know, these new spiritual teachers that I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, I've lived in a box my whole life. And yet it's also kind of scary because there are aspects that I still struggle with. Wondering if they're evil or dark in some way, and that I'm going to open a realm that I can't close, or it's just that teaching that I've had for 50 years saying that's evil and that's wrong, run away. Only Jesus, only Jesus. And I love Jesus too. But
Absolutely. No, but yeah. All of that is wonderful. It's wonderful. You are not giving up Jesus. I mean, Jesus is one of the most beautiful masters, examples of the world. The example of pure love. Pure love. And like Jesus, a beautiful example of the Buddha, and a beautiful example of Krishna, the beautiful example of the people that you may have come in touch with that have written beautiful messages like Ramana Maharshi, Nisargadatta, these beautiful beings, and so many that we don't know about at all. You see, but they are sitting in silence, emanating the magnificence of love to the rest of us. So, you see, so what is arising and you're becoming aware of is the foundation of the belief systems around the idea of a religion. You see, because Jesus was free. He didn't create a religion. On the contrary, he was against religion. And then a beautiful example of that fact is what we have heard, because I grew up with nuns all my life until I finished the high school. So is that when he entered into the temple with fury and dismantled all this selling of the animal for sacrifices, etc., etc., in that moment, what he did is that he declared war to the religious authorities of the time because he didn't believe in religion. He understood religion for what we see as a dogma to control people. That's right, his meetings were always in nature, in the open spaces, or they were in friends' houses. You see, he was never went to an institution he never had an institute called Jesus Teachings or anything like that. You see, but we as humans, we create all this dogma and religions. You see, for whatever reason. But the beauty is that when the truth is truth, it's eternal. So when he said, I am the way, that is pure truth. So the difference is when you see it from the point of view of being a Christian, so to speak, you think that Jesus, the body-mind Jesus, is the way. But what he said is, I am the way. The I there, the I here, the I everywhere. The single I. And it's not to believe, it's to open to the possibility that I is the way. That's right. The master question. The question that, as Robert Adams said, is predestined to become aware of that question. Is the question, what am I? So what is beautiful, Cherry, is that you're not interrupting the love in your heart for the example of Jesus. What you are not any longer going along with is with all the concepts about what is good and what is bad, what is right and what is wrong. All the rules and guidelines. Because when you are what you are, you don't need rules or guidelines. Because what you are is pure love. And love always acts from integrity, from harmony, from generosity. Yet, intelligence, clarity. So
that's a lot. Thank you.
Yes, to be what you are, you don't need to learn anything. In the contrary, keep it simple. And the simplicity is, I am the way. That intimacy of the I, and invite Jesus to accompany you in your new opening to the light of love. The intimacy with Jesus is beautiful. He invites you to recognize the omnipresence of what we are. So a practical guideline. When you feel any sense of insecurity or, nervousness or trepidation or tension, think of